Alright, fellas. We ready? Ready to go on live?
Ready.
Alright, so welcome to episode number 3 of The Crypto Effect. We're your hosts, Jeffrey,
Diz,
Khalif.
What's going on, fellas?
What's
going
up,
on
man?
in this crypto week?
Today we have Khalif here joining us.
Yes.
I'm super happy about it because this man knows a lot more than both of us combined.
We call him the master.
We're all working at it.
We're Ninja Turtles. We're Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
He's the Splinter. No, not Splinter.
It was Splinter.
It was Splinter.
It was
Who was the bad guy?
Shredder?
Shredder.
Yeah.
Why am I having a brain freeze?
Yeah, Splinter and Shredder. Just sounds very familiar. Well, I'm glad that you're here because we're gonna ask you some questions, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
So tell us how you first got into crypto.
That's funny. It's the dumbest way ever. It was a game I was playing like 2017 called Bitcoin Billionaire. It was this game where you tap your screen and you earn coins. And this little guy on his computer, and then like you're ordering stuff from Amazon, it's bringing it with drones, and it's drop shipping them. So the more you tap your screen, the more coins you earn, like fake. So after like a week of me playing this game, I got addicted to it. I was like, hey, if I'm sitting here playing this game, why don't I just actually try to mine cryptocurrencies? So I looked into mining Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and realized I was way behind, and my laptop would not be able to handle it. Nor did I have the money to build like a mining rig. So I looked into mining Burst Coin, which allows you to mine them on a external hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
So after like going to BJ's, buying God knows how many 500 fucking gig terabyte external hard drives, tried it out. Needless to say, it wasn't that profitable. So did that for about a month. Didn't make anything substantial from it. So then I was like, why not just buy cryptocurrencies and trade them? Because since I used to trade like penny stocks, I figured it might be the same concept. So I ended up opening my Coinbase account. Didn't trust it, so I put like $27 worth of Bitcoins I bought. I was like, alright, went through. And then I ended up finding out about Bittrex. Actually, no, I found out about Poloniex first, and then Bittrex. So I signed up for those. But it really didn't catch on to me because I didn't know how to go about trading the Satoshi values, all that stuff. So after like delving and reading more into it, I learned a little bit more. And then decided to put $500-$600 into it. And transferred it to Bittrex. And I think the first coin I actually liked was Digibyte. This was probably May, maybe early June. And they had some crazy event coming out with video games, and they might have gotten a deal with I think it might have been Microsoft or something like that. I forget now. Nonetheless, I think I dropped like all $500 worth of Bitcoins on Digibyte, and at the time it was like less than half a penny or something like that. But a week or so after the fact, maybe 2 weeks, it ran to like 3 cents.
Mm.
And right then and there, I was just like, oh, I'm sold.
Good return.
Cashed it out, converted it back to BTC, and then went into my TD Ameritrade Charles Schwab account, liquidated all the stocks I was holding. Some I was holding at a loss. I didn't care. Sold it all. And at that point, I jumped waist deep into, I transferred all my money over to Coinbase and just bought Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum at the time. And so I was a little fortunate because it was like early 2017, so it was like Q2. So at the time, Bitcoin was like 2,000.
Yep, I remember that.
To like 2,500. Litecoin was still like $30. I had missed the Ethereum at $45 by like a couple weeks, where out of nowhere just blew from like $40 to around $100.
Wow.
So, but that's how I got started. It was all because of that game, Bitcoin Billionaire.
Wow.
Like an iOS game.
That's crazy. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. And obviously you got fully convinced with that first returns.
That wasn't even what really convinced me, to be honest. I think on my second or third trade, I lost about $1,500, like that. And I wasn't so upset I lost that trade. I was more like intrigued by the fact that someone just made $1,500 in about an hour.
Hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So like at that point, from my experience with Digibyte and watching me lose money so quick, but someone else made that money, because at the end of the day, if you're trading, it's competition.
Yeah.
You're always trading against someone else.
Yeah.
But that right there, so you just have to be the better. If you're trading, you have to be the better trader. But also too, it's very important to learn about, you know, your investment or even the coins themselves, the technology, because it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
So what do you think now that you've been in it for a while, what do you think has changed as far as your outlook on cryptocurrency? In the beginning, you saw it as a trading opportunity, you made some money, and now that it's evolved, obviously, and the whole market has evolved, what do you look at it as now? Like, are you looking at it as it's still the same way about trading? Is it more about the technology, about the company, the people behind it?
I guess I would say I kind of mix all three of it. I mean, my most important thing is to get more BTC or Ethereum. The other altcoins, they have their purpose. Some will deliver, but I just don't think all of them will be there when the dust settles. But moving forward, I do see, like, in the beginning for me, it was more about how much money I can make. And believe it or not, I've not taken anything other than my initial investment out since I started. Even at like rough times in my life, I'm like, I'm gonna cash out a Bitcoin so I can pay all my bills. Now I'd rather like work more hours.
Yeah.
The way things is moving, since like everything's digital. I mean, I was having a conversation with one of my nephews. He was like 17, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, if I gave you gold or Bitcoin, which one would you take? It's like, I'm gonna take the Bitcoin because I don't have to carry it around. It's digital, right? I could buy stuff online with it. I'm like, yeah. It's like, what about the gold? I'm like, oh yeah, you could kind of buy stuff online with it, but not really.
Yeah.
You know? And just based off like the up and coming kids, probably in another 10 years, you know, it's gonna be fully digital. Just the fact that the banks don't really allow us to transact in straight cash anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's either debit, they force you to do direct deposit. You know what I mean? So we're moving away from fiat per se, or paper, cash and everything. So on that outlook, for cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin as a whole, I think it is gonna change the way we transact between one another. And one other big thing that really sold me to stick around longer than I thought I would is the fact that from like my own house, midnight, 1 a.m., I'd be in my pajamas and I'm transferring money across the world to someone else.
Yeah.
And I don't have to go to like Cam Transfer or Western Union, and you know, like, and it cost me pennies to do the transfer.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to go by, they open and close at a certain time. I have to make sure I get there at that time, and then they're gonna charge me like an extra $30 to transfer my money. You know,
that's true.
So yeah, I kind of digress, but to answer your question, I think it's, you got to be able to do some trades, but also invest in some of the company or some of the coins or technology long term, because a lot of them are gonna change the world.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we're all on the same page with that. You know, where we're fully confident with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology
in the future, the next decade. That's what I'm thinking about as well. Is like in the next 5-10 years, what's going to happen to the world economy? What's going to happen to the way that we do business? I mean, it changes so rapidly now. I remember back then, maybe 10 years ago, we didn't have Cash App. We didn't have Venmo. PayPal was out, I believe, but it was relatively new, right? And it's evolved now to a point where it is all about just, you have your wallet, I have my wallet. Let's do some exchanges, and it happens. But on that subject, what do you think about all the laws that are coming out now? I heard about something about crypto exempt laws. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, there's I forgot their names. See if I could find it right quick. I think it's like 2 members of the U.S. House of Representatives that are looking to either exempt certain cryptocurrencies, not all of them, and I think that's huge because it's, in a sense, last year was not fair, because for the first few years in like cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, whatever, they didn't see it as real money, so they didn't even bother taxing you. They scoffed at you when you talked about it.
Yeah.
And then they saw what people made in 2017 bull run. So to them, they were like, oh, yeah, no, we want a piece of that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, the thing that's crazy about it is, like, let me digress, maybe conspiracy type idea right there is 2017 was more of the retail investors getting in.
Yeah.
So they slammed us with taxes, especially capital gains up to, 39%. And then now big money's looking to get in, and they're exempting some cryptocurrencies that they don't have to pay as much taxes or if any taxes on them. So the people that were there last year, they got hit bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But when you have people like Backed and all of them coming in, they're not going to face the same problems most of us faced last year.
Yeah.
And it's just ironic. It's like now all these things are happening. You got, NYSE and all them coming in, and all of a sudden, boom, we want to exempt certain cryptocurrencies.
Of course. It's not, I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's just the way the money moves.
Definitely.
It is what it is. It's going to protect its own, and, people with money are going to make money.
More money.
Yeah, make more money.
I'm just trying to ride their coattail.
You know, it's crazy, and I brought this up yesterday to Jeff. We were talking about Robinhood. Robinhood has commercials now talking about cryptocurrency, about Bitcoin. Robinhood is widely marketing this as, now we don't only hold your stocks and, ETF stuff and everything. Now it's also Bitcoin. I'm like, wow, these commercials are just everywhere now.
Yeah, I went over to Robinhood for a couple of coins because it was, is it zero fees on Robinhood?
Zero fees.
Yeah, zero fees.
Zero fees for stocks.
And I was tired of Coinbase, ripping me off, man.
Oh, and that's the thing, with Coinbase, I'm glad you said that. Most people don't know. Coinbase is more for like retail. But if you're really looking to avoid paying all the fees and you have some patience, transfer your money to Coinbase Pro.
Yeah.
Formerly known as GDAX.
Yeah.
And if you put buy orders, limit buy orders or sell orders, you don't pay any fees on them. But also, too, since Coinbase just released USDC, the stable coin, you could buy that too and then transfer it over. But if you are buying, whether it's Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash directly through Coinbase, not only are you paying fees, but their price is actually marked up compared to what the actual exchange prices are. So you're getting hit twice.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also Abra. Abra is another app you can use to purchase cryptocurrencies, and they have this feature where, before Coinbase came out with the basket, they had that already a couple months ago. A friend of mine, Mike, he put me onto that app. At first, I was like, oh, dude, I didn't even know about this, But I think Coinbase, though, is going to really push that, and, Backed, they're going to push cryptocurrencies to new levels in the upcoming years. And I don't know which one's going to do a better job than the other, but I do think together they're going to, change things around.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, Coinbase has made lots of money with those fees, man.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's one of those things, like, explaining to people, like, how to buy, like, these, like, altcoins and stuff like that, like the transfer and stuff like that. Like, it sounds so complex. I mean, once you actually take the time to learn it, it's really not that complex. But I feel like in today's society, let's face it, a lot of people, they're lazy. They just want things done quickly.
Yeah.
And they're willing to pay those fees, if you know what I mean? But, have you guys tried the Coinbase Earn that they launched?
I signed up for it. I haven't gotten that email yet, but I'm looking to earn some.
Yeah, so I did it, 2 days ago? And it was simple. So you watch these lessons, and the token they were offering was ZRX. And you watch these lessons. They're like 3-minute long videos, and you get rewarded for watching those lessons. Like, what do you guys think about this? Like,
sign me up.
I like it. But I also have a mixed feeling about it. Because when it comes to those, let's be honest, a lot of them are shit coins.
Yes.
But a lot of times, if people think it's just going to be that easy just to, they're not going to have a reason to really invest into it. They're just going to buy it, because it's the cheapest coin on Coinbase.
Yep.
Most people are going to come on, and it's sad, but it's the truth. If they have a couple $1,000 or $1,000 to spend, they're not gonna buy 0.01 Bitcoin, whereas they could buy 10 Ethereums, or like, what's that, 50 Litecoins?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or God knows, a plethora of freaking 0x tokens. Because most people, it's not really, they don't want to own a portion of something. They want to own a whole or multiple. Like, it's easier to say, hey, I have 30,000 ZRX tokens than I have 0.01 Bitcoin. Like,
it doesn't sound as appealing.
But so it's like, it does open the door for more people to come in, but if they're not really educated on how these altcoins work, how they're susceptible to pump and dumps, you know what I mean? Then they're only going to be holding bags later on. So that's the thing. It's like, there has to be more to learn about these coins. They have to learn how they traded on other exchanges. Because I mean, most of these, they're at a 90+% loss since all-time high.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I personally have some bags I'm holding that I took major hits on. But the way I look at it, some of them is like something I kind of believed in. Yeah. So I average down.
You still believe in a lot of your bags?
Yeah.
The majority of your bags are safe.
Majority of them.
I hope so, because I'm holding similar bags.
Exactly. And it's like the ones that I'm really down on, if I average down eventually.
Goes up a little bit, and then you break even, or you make some profit.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm not any kind of conspiracy theorist, but I feel that have you guys been keeping up? This is a little bit somewhat related to crypto, but with the stock market and everything that's been happening, and the drops, the major drops and losses, and I feel like this is, for cryptocurrency, it looks like it could be a good segue for the economy to kind of shift over and get some more investment into this industry.
Oh, the tough thing about that is, for most people, will they jump out of one losing investment into another one that they're not too sure about? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like with the volatility in cryptocurrency, it takes a certain kind of individual to be
able
to ride through that.
It does, but I kind of feel like when people are desperate, for example, Venezuela.
For that, I agree on that point, and I think maybe if we have another recession, that will cause people to start using more cryptocurrencies or delve more deep into it. Or, if we start having issues with our banks like they did in, like, let's say, was it Greece, where they had issues where you could only take out $100 a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as for the stock market crashing itself, I don't know if it's going to be good for crypto, because when Bitcoin came out, was at the beginning of a stock market bull run. So it's never known a stock market bear market.
Yeah.
And I've talked to y'all about what's going on in the stock market a few times. And if we do hit a bear market in the stock, what will happen to cryptocurrency? Will it jump? Will people be too scared? Will they go more towards gold and silver? You know what I mean?
So that's what they know. I mean, I think in that's all going to come down to the generational gap, right? Yeah. Like, at what age are people going to jump on into cryptocurrency, and then what ages are they going to think about the gold and the more secure things? Exactly. I feel that crypto is a young man's sport.
It is. Like, let's face it, like millennials.
Average people that are into cryptocurrencies are between like 25, 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll even say some Gen X.
Yeah.
Some Gen X
folks.
Gen X, because I've met some Gen X people who are knee deep in the game and have purchased and made tons of money off of crypto, and I feel it's more of a young man's sport, innovation wise, and as well as who's taking control over their future.
And that's the great thing. The downfall is most of those that run the establishment, they're stuck in old school ways.
The top dogs.
This is a little bit different, but like, think about it. Like, our parents, right? They're old school, and that's how they grew up, and they always need help with anything internet related. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when you got something new like, crypto, which is even more complex than the internet.
Yeah, no, it can be, yeah.
Then, you know, they're not going to see it like, all right, maybe I should, you know, try this out. They're just going to be stuck in that mentality that they grew up with, you know.
But, you know what, and I personally believe that, and just as there's people who will get stuck because of the technology, there are the folks who are running things now and see the numbers as well. There's a lot of analysts and there's a lot of people in financial industry that can see it. And then you have all the sharks out there. Like my mother's 66 years old, and I told her about cryptocurrency, and she said, "Sign me up. I need some crypto." And she's 66, so it's not about. It's about those people that
can. Not all of them. Not all of them. But let's say majority.
Yeah, good percentage.
I would say, yeah.
But when crypto really goes mainstream, even though that might be 5 to 10 years out, maybe, who knows, they won't even know they're using cryptocurrencies.
That's true.
That is very true.
You see what I mean? Like, there'll be some type of layer on top of it, but on the bottom it could be running on an Ethereum network or TRX.
Yeah, like Ripple now.
Yep. Yeah. They won't even have an idea. They'll be using it, no idea what it is. It's just, the thing is, when that time comes, there won't be as much money to be made in the market because it'll be mainstream. You know?
It'll be too late.
It kind of sucks. Most of us, I mean, we're still like early adopters in a sense.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's only, been a year and a half, almost 2 years for most of us, and it's been tough.
Yeah.
Imagine the dudes that got in back in like 2011, 2010, and got into Mt. Gox. You feel me? Like, so many people took a hit on Mt. Gox.
Yeah.
So many people lost their wallets, their keys, you know, not knowing, people's hard drive crashed, not realizing what would happen. So maybe we're lucky we got in at a time that we got in, because who knows, if we got in 5 years ago, would we still have our cryptocurrencies? Would we still have our BTCs? You know, how many computers have I gone through in the past 5 years?
That's true.
You know, hard drives crashed.
Yeah.
And back then I probably would have been like, it's only like $500 worth of Bitcoins.
Yeah, and right now you're living
like,
last day you were like,
So where do you see, you know, all this going? Where do you actually see Bitcoin, just cryptocurrency in general? Where do you see the future of it? I know you just said 5-10 years, but what's the reality of it in your opinion?
Until for price wise or technology wise?
Let's start off with price wise.
The price, you know what? Let me just throw them out there. So price, technology, and how well do you think people are actually going to adopt cryptocurrency?
Wow. I mean, for the adoption, I think it will happen. It's going to start with probably gaming. That's going to be huge, especially for esports.
Esports is big.
Look at Fortnite. Instead of buying V-Bucks, what if they start using cryptocurrencies? So
Trons, maybe.
Exactly. You know. So for that, even though it might take a couple of years, but I think that's gonna be huge. I mean, you're looking at they're looking to work with Starbucks for cryptocurrency. That's a small. Actually, it's not a small thing.
It's huge.
It's a huge,
pretty big, man.
But a lot of people aren't paying attention to that.
Yeah.
But as for like prices, my honest opinion,
yeah, of course,
a lot of shedding needs to be done, a lot of purging. We got last year's bull run, it wasn't natural. You know what I mean? Like for me, at one point, I think after Bitcoin hit 10K, I was a little scared because I was happy. I was happy for 10,000. But then when it went beyond that, I was just kind of like, I backed off. And you guys probably heard me say multiple times, like, yeah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
And I have friends tell me, yo, man, should I buy Ripple at $3? Like, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, man. You know? It's like, dude, this went from 15 cents to $3.
Yeah, you'd be scared.
In like 6-7 months. Don't touch it. Yeah. But because of that major bull run we had, and, you know, we broke all these tech records, I would say, it was inevitable that we would get a bear market. I'm glad we got it as quick as we did. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, it's market's manipulated because it's going down, but they weren't saying that when the market was being pushed up.
Yeah.
And but I do feel maybe we have another 2 to 3 years, might even be 4 years before we see all-time high and go above 20 grand.
A new all-time high.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say. Okay.
I mean, it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, but
I hope it happens.
We wouldn't be here if we didn't think it was gonna happen.
But you know, the market has to be purged out. You know, there's a lot of people that left cryptocurrency with a sour taste in their mouth this past year. Imagine the people that bought Bitcoin at 19,000, and they sold at like 5,000, 6,000. They probably, I've seen the message. People, I fuck cryptocurrencies. I'm done. This thing's a scam. I'm never touching this again. And sad to say, it happens to a lot of people, and that's gonna cause it to take longer to pick up again. Because unlike before, like Bitcoin's had 4 cycles, like the 4th cycle, I think. I may be wrong, but it wasn't as big, you know, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
You know, when you had like bull run from like $1 to $30 and then back to like $2, you know, like it was still small.
Yeah.
But like last year, when everybody was having cryptocurrency conversations at their Thanksgiving table, and all your family members were signing up for Coinbase, firing up Coinbase, and they don't know, I'm just buying, and they're not looking at no technicals or anything like that, and then, you know, price crashes, and they're just like, oh no, I'm never to. Not to mention, you mix that with the news that always keeps saying, oh, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is dead. How many times is Bitcoin gonna die? Like that thing's like
got more lives than a cat.
Seriously, you know, and they do it on purpose because they want people to sell at a low. So those that, because there is people right now accumulating Bitcoins. Like some of the biggest wallets, I think in the past 2 months have accumulated the most cryptocurrencies. I mean, like for me, I watch wallets just for, you know, fun. Just to see people moving thousands of Bitcoins from exchanges to a, you know, unknown wallet. And I know this person, whoever this person may be, just definitely, you know, came up. While people are selling, they're buying. And you got OTC market, they're buying. You know what I mean? It's just the norms, like us. That we're, oh yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is a scam. And even now, like at work, I get that. How's your Bitcoin doing? And I'm like, man.
Oh, we all get it. I get it.
I had to avoid that conversation this past Thanksgiving. So, oh man, you still in Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of aunts and uncles on Thanksgiving are probably like, how's Timmy doing? Timmy wasn't invited to Thanksgiving this time around. So, you know, forget Timmy this year around.
And the biggest thing about that is a lot of people came into this space thinking they're gonna strike it rich a month, 2 months, and we were babied. Like last November, December, you could buy any coin and make at least 20%.
Yeah. Minimum.
You know?
Minimum,
like, whatever you bought was green. Within a couple days, you were making hella gains. And this year, you're just like, oh, I don't know if I should buy this one just yet. But as a whole, I mean, the market's still, it's going to bounce around. We might get a bounce back maybe to like mid 5,000, you know, 50.
Where do you think the lowest point might go in the next 6 months? And that'll be my last question.
No, because I'm thinking about it. And
I'm gonna step out real quick.
Yeah, of course. There's a group of people out there that haven't felt pain, like what they call capitulation. So imagine the people that bought Bitcoin at $1,000. They're still chilling. They're not feeling any fear right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? The people that bought at 500, they're not feeling any fear. So if we were to get a correction all the way down to $1,000 and make those people sell, and they really raise the white flag, and they call it quits and slam their computer down like I'm done, that's when I think, you know, we'll get a turnaround. But until then, people are still hopeful, you know, and those that are messing with the prices technically, in a sense, you know, because unfortunately the price is being suppressed, I think.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
It's
being purposely pushed down. So it's like, I don't think people have felt capitulation yet. And even for me, I think the fact that I bought my first BTC at 2,000, 2,200, I'm still chilling. But I've already made the decision, like, I'm riding this ship down just like those violinists
at the Titanic. Me too.
Like, I made that decision.
Yep, we're on the same page. But
and that's not financial advice.
Yeah, don't do it.
That's not financial advice.
We're just doing it because that's us. That's
I made the decision I know where this is going for me personally, and I'm willing to lose it all if that's the case.
Or gain the world.
Exactly.
Or gain the world.
You have to risk it to get the biscuit at the end of the day. Right? You have to risk it to get the biscuit.
Yep. Awesome. Well, listen, guys. As you see, we lost Jeff. He went somewhere. We don't know where. But hope you guys got some good information out of this one. Until next time. Peace.